When Princess Elizabeth was born, it was never expected that she would become queen. Her father was King George V's second son, so it was thought she would live the life of a very minor royal. But when her uncle unexpectedly quit the throne, he laid the path for her to become the longest-serving monarch in UK history. With no male siblings, the stage was set for Elizabeth to one day take the crown. Unlike most royal babies of the time, Elizabeth wasn't born in a palace or a castle. She was born in a house in Mayfair, where there's now a Cantonese restaurant, and was nicknamed Lilibet. When she was born, her parents were the Duke and Duchess of York, but 10 years later they became king and queen. Grandpa England was what Elizabeth and her younger sister Margaret called their granddad, King George V. They first made appearances on the Buckingham Palace balcony with their grandparents. Even at a young age, she would greet the public with her famous royal wave. Elizabeth's dad unexpectedly became king when his brother gave up the throne to marry an American divorcee. It meant that she had to be homeschooled and taught subjects such as constitutional history. Even though she was a princess, she didn't have many friends her own age, so a Girl Guides company was created at the palace. During World War II, Elizabeth made her first public speech to the children of the Commonwealth. Elizabeth and her younger sister Margaret hoped to reach many children who were living away from home because of the war. When peace comes, remember it will be for us, the children of today, to make the world of tomorrow a better and happier place. Elizabeth joined the Women's Auxiliary Territorial Service during the war and was known as Second Subaltern Elizabeth Windsor. She trained as a driver and drove a military truck. The princess was sometimes referred to as No. 230,873 while she served. Elizabeth married Lieutenant Philip Mountbatten 2 years after the war. The princess had to collect clothing ration coupons for her dress like every other bride in Britain at the time. Unlike others, her wedding service was broadcast to 200 million people around the world. Prince Charles was born in 1948. Elizabeth and Philip went on to have 3 more children: Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, and Prince Edward. Their family would continue to grow, with 8 grandchildren and 12 great-grandchildren. Upon the death of her father in 1952, Elizabeth became Queen Elizabeth II. She was crowned a year later in Westminster Abbey and broadcast a speech to the Commonwealth. "Throughout all my life and with all my heart I shall strive to be worthy of your trust," she said. Comment down for part 2. I hope you loved this video. If yes, drop us a like, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you.